Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Luke Nandy Bear, aka Luke Book Bear, and tonight we are doing a part 2 video to last night's video called Happy Miner US, or pardon me, .us, Cloud Mining Contracts, Bitcoin Cash BCH, Bitcoin BTC, Dash, legit or not? Well, a day later and a good amount of research later, it is 100% categorically a scam. Now I went back over to my video here from last night and posted the comment here real recently, and I also pinned it so to be in clear view. I don't want anyone not seeing it, saying HappyMiner.us is a scam. Now the original HappyMiner.us, they used to sell mining hardware, mining machines, ASIC mining machines, GPU related risers and such for mining. Now they went out of business in 2020. Now at some point this year, 2023, I believe around March, that expired domain HappyMiner.us was picked up by new owners. They registered it, and now they're scamming with fake cloud mine contract. Pardon me. The book bear's getting tongue tied. It's late at night. It's well, I'll tell you in a minute. They are now scamming with fake cloud mining contracts, and they're claiming they've been around since 2018, but they haven't. For reasons I just laid out here now. Now I say I'm making a part 2 video, and I pinned it here now so it's in clear view. So now on to part 2. Now let me tell you, it is late at night. It is real late. It's around 4 a.m. in the morning, June 12th, 2023. But we're making a video every day, no matter what, so it's got to be done. Now, so much to talk about in so little time. Where do we start? Well, let's take a look at the site itself here from the Wayback Machine. Now, let's see. Here's a, no, that's not a, we're going to see that in a moment. Now, okay, here is a save from the Wayback Machine or archive.org from September 2018. Now here you can see the old site. They are selling mining hardware, ASIC machines. You've got power supplies, PSUs, power supply units. You've got fans. You've got risers for GPU cards. Now if you don't know, if you want to connect more than one GPU to a riser, to a motherboard, you can use a riser to connect several cards. So here they are in 2018. Now fast forward to 2021. Still around doing the same thing. HappyMiner.us selling the same type of things. Products are a little bit different, but the same thing. You got a GPU power supply, a ASIC mining power supply, and a riser and some cables. So same thing. Now take a look at the next year now. July 4th, 2022. Sorry, if you're the owner of this website, please contact your hosting provider. So they stopped paying the bill, and their hosting provider shut the web. Well, they give you a warning, and this may be up for a month or so. And if you don't pay the next month, then they cut your service. And well, you better have a backup of your website because it's gone if you ever want to put it back online. So now this is July 2022. Now at some point between then and now, somebody picked up the expired domain. I believe it was around March of 2023 this year. That's when I started seeing new saves of this on the new website. And also, when I search online, these cloud mining contracts, the earliest I found is March of this year. Now this company likes to say they've been around since 2018. They focus on that in there. They've got a couple of YouTube videos. They're real generic and cheesy. They've got some press releases over at Yahoo Finance and a couple other websites. We covered one over in our last video at Yahoo Finance. Now, so they like to say they've been around since 2018, so they must be reputable. Not the case as we just laid out. Now, on to the mining contracts themselves. Now, I looked at Bitcoin Cash mining and also Dash mining up here. So I went over to their, well, I'm on their site here, and now they've got an option for chat here, or a feature for chat. So I went into chat, and here's my first chat. I went in and I asked the guy. Now this chat is a little bit more extensive than this, but this is the first answer that was even relevant I got. I asked him, I said, hey, I want to see your company's total hash rate for both BTC and also Bitcoin Cash BCH. And I'd also like to see it in real time. So I got a couple of replies, which again, not relevant or totally ignored. And this is what I ended up getting. And ASIC are the most mining efficient miners. We use them since they dominate the market. Our hash power can reach 100,000 gigahash, making us one of the leading providers. Now we're going to pause real quickly. Now this is the equivalent of 471 terahash. Now if you're not already familiar, 471 terahash is not going to make you the leading provider of anything, much less a mining pool or a cloud mining contract company. As an example, 471 terahash is about roughly a little less than 5 S19 Antminer Bitmain Antminer mining machines. So we're talking 5 mining machines here. So this is not even going to make you a leading, a guy who has a couple of mining machines in his basement or his attic or closet, anywhere, your garage. This is not even going to make you, big in that type of scenario. We're talking 5 mining machines here now, or at least newer mining machines. Now it says furthermore, our mining farms are equipped with state-of-the-art supercomputers and cooling systems that are extremely efficient. Now supercomputers, okay, and more than one now, but their hash power can reach 471 terahash. Doesn't make any sense. And this part about extremely efficient cooling systems, it just doesn't read right. I mean, something here does not adding up. Well, not something. It's obvious what's not adding up here. So I asked him again a couple of times, like, can you expand a bit on 471 terahash, and that make Anyway, I didn't get too many. This is basically I got the same canned response over and over again, and then him telling me I need to learn about cloud mining more, and I should do my own. Basically, it's my fault because I don't understand. Then he sent me a video, which is also on their YouTube channel. It is somebody's data center or their farm somewhere. Somebody's. I don't think it's theirs, or if it's theirs, it's not. They're not using it for what they're saying they're using it for. It's not for their cloud mining contracts. Just some random video about somebody's mining farm. I mean, it's all right size, but now let's get. Oh, pardon me. The book bear is getting a bit parched. Let me get a drink. Luckily, I've got one close by. Okay, pardon me. Book bear is ready to proceed. Focus. Now, so I went back over to the site again after that chat because they finally stopped replying to me. Cut me off. Now, pardon me. So now I start looking at these contracts here now. Now, for example, $10,000, and they're gonna give that back to you. Plus, they're gonna give you $8,400 in profit also. So it just doesn't add up. How are they gonna make money? How is this possible? So now, looking at the Bitcoin Cash contract, $1,200, they're gonna give you that back. Plus $345. So I took a look at the details here. I'm looking for any kind of hidden fees, which still I don't think it's gonna make a difference in anything. I mean, it's still this place is a scam. But now I'm looking for anything. And is there anything hidden here which can make it perhaps possible to operate? And then you just wouldn't get it nearly as much as they're saying you're gonna make. So I'm looking for fees. Now it says I find the opposite down here. It says they do not charge a fee for electricity or management. Now most cloud mining companies or pools that offer cloud mining, they are going to charge you a daily fee for electricity, because just like if you have your own mining machines, your own hardware, you're going to have to pay electricity. And sometimes after you pay electricity, the market value of those coins you mined is going to be less than the amount you paid in electricity, so you're not going to make any profit. Or if you save the coins, yeah, of course the market value of the coins could rise or drop or rise, so you could make some money later on just by holding the coins. So I don't see any fees, but I did see this now. It says a mining machine rental fee. So it says the cost you pay is the physical mining machine rental fee. Now I was looking around here and also around the site, and they're frequently asked questions. They don't say anything specifically called a mining rental fee. All I see is the contract price. So I assume that these are the same thing. I mean, I shouldn't assume, but there's just nothing else that makes sense. So I want to confirm this. So I go over to a new chat, and I use a different device. I change my IP address, To some extent I changed the way I talk or communicate, so I don't want to get cut off again for looking like the same guy that is cut off. Cause I can't imagine too many people being over here talking to these people, or who knows, but just can't imagine that. Now, let's see. Now this time I asked him, now there's some previous chat here, but it's just too much for this video, and I don't want to make it too long. So he confirms and says, yes, the profit is settled daily, and the principal will be returned after the contract expires. So he's confirmed it right here. Now I go on to reconfirm. I say, okay. So I'm trying to change the way I communicate here. So I say, so you pay $10,000 for the Dash contract. It runs for 28 days, and then at the end I get $18,400, which is, let's take a look at the Dash contract. Scroll up here. Scroll up. Okay. Yeah, $10,000 is the price you pay for the contract. In other words, the rental fee, which doesn't make any sense because they're giving it back to you. But so you get the $10,000 plus $8,400, so $18,400. And he says, yes, you're right. So, and then the chat ends. So, doesn't make any sense. How are they making any money? They're giving you back the price you paid, and also they call it the rental fee. So, why did they give the rental fee back to you in the first place? So, there is no money for them to make here. What is the point? And also, let's take a look at their return that they're offering, and let's see if that's even possible. Now, I think it is if you don't factor in electricity. For example, let's take the Bitcoin Cash mining contract. And also, interestingly enough, this $345 here is also the same amount of hash rate you need to make this possible. You need approximately 345 terahash mining the Bitcoin Cash blockchain in order for 15 days straight without pausing, to make 345 in profit. So that it is possible, but that's not factoring in or considering electricity. Now, I'm here in the US. This is going to depend on what state you're in, what power company you're using, and also your mining machine. How efficient is your mining machine, and how efficient are the weather conditions, or this inside your house? Is a lot of humidity? What's the temperature? These are all factors, but generally speaking, if you average everything out, it's about 14 cents in the US on average for a kilowatt of electricity. Or no, it's a kilowatt hour. I maybe have the terminology mixed up. But so at 15 days, at 14 cents a kilowatt hour, you're around approximately about $6 or $7 USD per day. So for 15 days, you're talking about approximately $110. So you wouldn't even make $345. You would make, after electricity costs, you would make about $235. So not only are they giving you back your rental fee or your contract price, they're also giving you the profit, which is possible for 15 days. They're also giving you the profit without taking out a fee for electricity. So how is this possible that they are paying electricity on your behalf? They're not charging you for it. They're also going to give you back the rental fee you paid. And well, I think I've covered it there. They give you the rental fee back. They give you the total profit without charging you for electricity. How is this possible? How do they make money? How can they afford to spend money on you to pay you on top of what they spent to cover electricity? Doesn't make any sense. And they also had to either buy mining machines themselves, or there must be, well, there's not, but theoretically, there's someone that has to either send their mining machine to their data center, and then theoretically they're gonna make some money by renting to you. But it's all fake. There's nothing going on here except you give them this amount here, they keep that. You never see any kind of profit at all. Now, there may be a select group of people or users who maybe get payouts, but those are going to be used to prop the pool up for as long as they can by saying, look, well, we've got people here, look at these users, they're making money. Well, yeah, if you're taking in, for example, what's this, $10,000 for Dash? Yeah, you take in a couple $100,000 for this, 20 contracts. Yeah, you can afford to pay some people here where you're gonna make 19 bucks every 3 days mining BTC. Yeah, you can keep it up for a while. You could hypothetically, pardon me, the boat bear is parched and it's late at night. I'm getting ready to fall asleep. Yeah, theoretically, you can stretch out $19 a month for a couple of years to make the pool look like, well, it's not even a pool. It's not a pool, but to make it look like everything's legit. And then you're gonna have, of course, you're gonna have some angry people saying, "Hey, where's my $10,000?" Then on the other side of that, when people read a review saying, "Oh, I paid 10,000, and they were supposed to pay me 84 plus my 10,000," people are gonna think that they're crazy. They're gonna think this guy, well, not crazy, but they're gonna think, well, they must not understand what happened. Like, why is the company gonna give them 10,000 back plus 8,400? So a negative review is gonna look like the person's crazy, or it's a fake review, someone is angry or for whatever reason, or the person just didn't understand, because it's so far-fetched that even a negative review is gonna look crazy. Where someone else who has a positive review, because they're mining BTC and they're making $19, well, yeah, that's gonna look like, yeah, here's someone with a level head, and it kind of makes sense that what's going on here, aside from giving them 300 bucks back also. But you can see how it can all play out, and it'll probably run on for a couple of years maybe, or who knows, maybe less, maybe longer. You can see how this all works together to keep the scam going on for a little bit of time. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, well, not really talk about this, I found it to be, doesn't make any sense, but let's see, it's just another, let's see, what do you call it, another, well, let's take a look at it. Let's see, where did it go? Oh my, I need to find this quickly because the video is taking too long. Let's see, where are we at? Hurry up. There's a part down here where they show the most recent the top deposits, and it's not, you cannot believe this. It's just not, where are we at? Latest news. Okay, here they are. Top deposits. It says about a $1.5 million, 1,400,000, 923,100,000, 867,100,000. On and on. So we're talking around $1 million and over $1 million. Now, I'm not sure if I already mentioned, I used to work at a Bitcoin mining pool from 2017 to 2020 for a few years, and they also offered mining contracts aside from people using their own hardware and mining through the pool itself. They also offered these mining contracts, and I had never seen anything close to $1 million that someone spent, or even in the hundreds of thousands. I mean, there may have been I think there were a few that for over 100,000, but generally speaking, a large, big contract, maybe 80,000, 20,000, 40,000, and then a whole bunch of people, 1,400, in the hundreds or in the tens of thousands at most. So this isn't, and also, why are they showing the emails? Now, I know that they're redacted and all, but still, why would you do this? To me, this looks like it's a show that, yeah, there's different people with different email addresses, different countries, and they're all spending big money. So this is kind of aimed at people who just generally don't have a clue about mining or about Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin BTC or any of this. They're looking for a quick way to make money, and they're gonna get robbed. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap the video up for now. Well, yeah, this will do it for a Happy Miner. We're done with this. We're not gonna devote any more time to happyminer.us. And we're gonna wrap it up. It is real late. The boat bear's got to get some sleep, and tomorrow we'll return with a new video. Talk to you then. Bye.